Hello everyone, this is Zibo and welcome to this AFK journey video. So we are back again with content which we don't actually cover, and that is Arcane Labyrinth. So Arcane Labyrinth is not something that I usually play because if you don't have the Labyrinth quest, right, there's no particular reason for you to actually play the game mode, because once you're done with the first clear rewards, you're pretty much done with the game mode. But for this week specifically, where we have the Labyrinth quest, which gives us the rewards over here, as you guys can see. So for my free-to-play account, we are at 5,800. I haven't unlocked difficulty 15 because for this account, right, I don't have my second Supreme Plus unit yet. So unfortunately, we are just done with 14. But this week is probably one of the easiest, if not one of the best week for you to push for higher ranks, not only for better rewards, but because there's actually this massive buff to one of the most OP unit in the game. So this unit is none other than OD, and this buff effect is insane because it selects all enemies as target when casting the ultimate. So OD is primarily used as a single target burster, a single target damage dealer, but with this buff to this unit, he is not just an insta killer, he's not just a burster, he is now an AoE damage dealer as well. So with this buff, you can actually build a team around OD, and in today's video, I'm going to share my team that I used to clear difficulty 14 at the last two stages, as well as share my crests and relics that you guys might want to consider when you do decide to clear your Labyrinth quest to get higher rewards from here. So without further ado, let's start the difficulty 14 run. Okay, so we are at the final moments before I'm done with difficulty 14. And for the relic itself, right, I'm going to talk about the relics first, and then I'm going to talk about the team that I'm running. So we are using the Guard relic, the Sanctuary relic, the Fortitude relic, as well as the Vanquish relic. So specifically for my free-to-play account, I'm running this because the core of the team is to just keep everybody as healthy as possible, right? Run as many heals as possible, and then let OD spam his ultimate to bring down the enemy team. So the crest itself, I'm just gonna briefly let you guys see what it is, because every single run the crest will be very different, so you guys can actually build up the crest yourself. But I'm just gonna share the idea as to what this team is about, as well as why I'm using all the different relics. So these are the different crests that you guys might want to use, refer to it. So next, let's go into the team. So I'm picking the relic gate because I don't think I need too much I'll say like crystals to buy the stuff. Okay, so if you take a look, oh wow, this is damn good set prices. Okay, so if you take a look at my team right now, right, honestly speaking, the other 5 units in the pool is not relevant because I'm running a 3 sustain, 1 tank, and OD carry build. So I recently got my heroine up to Supreme, right? I got her EX weapon up to level 4 because I'm lacking the blue essence, so it will reach the level 5 mark really soon, which will unlock the level 2 skills. But this team itself is more than sufficient to carry me through difficulty 14 because I have all the defensive relics, as you guys can see, right? So Fortitude increases the vitality, which increases shielding and healing efficiency. So over here, I have 2 of the best healers, so it's a lot of heals. And then we have Coco, with the massive damage reduction as well as attack buff. We have OD being the main carry. Now with the event buff, with the skill buff on the units, this is probably one of the best and the easiest time for you to push through the higher difficulties in Labyrinth, because OD being an insta-kill ability, right? OD's ultimate being an insta-kill ability is really insane when it's in its base form, only targeting 1 unit. But when you go into this Labyrinth run itself, right, with the special bonus on his skill, his ultimate is able to hit all the enemies. So it's an AoE skill that can potentially burst 1 target, and then because of the increase in threshold, burst the second target, and then burst every other target from there. So I'll showcase the power, and without further ado, let's start. Okay. So all my heals are keeping my units healthy. OD throws out the ultimate, as you guys can see. The HP of the unit start ticking, and then they come down, and then OD is going to throw the ultimate again, and then he's going to repeat it. So you guys can see how insane this build is, right? So this build is, I'll say, more than sufficient for you to clear difficulty 15. If you're somebody who wants to push higher in terms of ranking, then maybe this is not the best build, because in the high difficulties, right, a lot of the monsters will have a lot of sustain, a lot of heals, so you can't just play the stalling game. But at the lower levels, I'll say at least before the stage 15 of most of the difficulties, it should be more than sufficient. So over here, I do think that I need more attack, but then again, that I don't have a lot of defensive stats anyway. So we will do this. Might increases boost, which will allow us to do as much as damage as possible at the start of the battle. So we're gonna go for double crystals. We're gonna go for guard for the relic, as well as the quest. We're gonna put increased crit because I have a lot of sustain. I need some damage. So fortitude for the crest. Okay, fatal, very good. Twilight protection allows me to sustain longer. So over here, right? I think I'm gonna go with guard, I guess. Then I'll go with fortitude because I have higher chance to get dupes. Okay, so let's start with the boss battle. So I think the boss battle should be quite manageable because with sustain, I should be able to do it. If I don't need that much sustain, I must switch out Hairwind for Viperion, right? Or Hairwind for Merrily. But I'll just stick with this and see whether or not I can bring down the boss. Should be more than sufficient. Because this boss does have a self-heal ability. But I think with all the crest abilities, we should have sufficient damage to bring this boss down. And obviously our sustain is of no issue. As you guys can see, we are barely losing any HP. And when we have the moment we lose HP, we're just gonna heal it back up with Hairwind and Smokey with the boosted vitality buff. So we're not dying, it's just whether or not we can do enough damage to bring the boss down. So to just add on a bonus, I'm gonna showcase like this team moving into the tougher stages beyond stage 15 for difficulty 14 itself. Oh, so yeah, insta kill for the boss, as you guys can see. So the thing about my current account is that because at the point of recording, I cannot do difficulty 15 yet. But with this build, right, if your units are more well built compared to me and you have the patience to clear through the contents, then you might want to push to the higher levels if you want to get better rankings. 15 seconds is a little slow. Let's go with this one. Okay, we're gonna go with Might Tide for the crit. Okay, so I'm gonna continue the run because I cannot do difficulty 15 to show you guys the power of this build. Maybe do 1 or 2 more. I feel that I probably die at level 17 because I don't think I'll have enough damage if the enemy is very heavy on sustain. So I think this build is gonna work against any animal team that is not sustain heavy, but might not be strong if you're facing like 5 Hairwinds or 5 Torrents where they have insane sustain or tank. But as you guys can see, this is one of the main reasons why this is the best week for you to push Labyrinth if you have OD, because OD is just so insane, and with the boost in his ability, he's just a massive carry. So we get our next copy of Sanctuary. Healing power is good though, but I kind of want to have, yeah, I think Sanctuary Force is better. Plus 8 copies times 2, right? It's crazy. I have 80 vitality times 2 is 160. So I don't think I'm dying, I just need to do more damage. So hopefully the subsequent relics and crests I get is damage focus. So you guys can see, throw the ultimate, all the enemies get poisoned and they're losing HP because if they cannot heal back up, they'll just get insta-killed. Oh, Smokey died. Okay, let me reposition for a little bit. Maybe what I want to do is I want to protect Smokey and our dear OD. Okay, so throws the ultimate, poison everyone. Okay. Oh, Hairwind died as well. Yeah, so this is the stage where I think the later stages you go, right, the more damage your enemy do. If your team is not developed and your stats is not enough, you might just get melted by the enemy. Unfortunately for my run, it ends here, but it's fine. I'm done with difficulty 14, so we are done with it. We get 3,600 points, and what's most important is that we get the first pass reward, which is the elite summon ticket. Obviously over here, as you guys can see, we get the 3, and then we are done with difficulty 14. So we are left with difficulty 15. Unfortunately, like I mentioned earlier, I couldn't because I only have 1 Supreme Plus unit. So if I'm able to clear difficulty 15, and if you guys want to see more of Labyrinth content or just this free-to-play account clearing the difficulty 15, let me know down in the comment section below. If not, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do remember to like and subscribe to see more, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.